all falls back on me. Sometimes, somehow, and it all falls back on me. No matter where we are, no matter what we doing, it's on me. If it was up to you, that's just the way it's always gonna be. Yeah.
All right, welcome to Granted Radio, episode 10.
Yeah.
All right, today we have with us Two-Face, a.k.a.
Carlos.
My name is Carlos, yeah.
Carlos, a.k.a. Two-Face.
Yeah. Yep.
Good to have you, man.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for driving down.
I know.
Yeah.
Driving down from Whittier, California.
Yeah, had to take that brutal 5, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Weather's nice, though, right?
It's beautiful.
Hasn't been bad.
Pretty nice day, yeah.
Better than it was earlier this week.
So you just finished your EP?
That's right,
Recorded
yeah.
with Granted Records?
5 tracks, yep.
Nice.
Right here
Excited?
with Emo, yeah.
That was fun.
It was very fun. We did it within I think 3 days, but
That's it?
yeah.
So did you come in ready with the sample music too, or did Emo?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
this was all ready.
I found all these beats on YouTube.
Those are cool beats.
Yeah, they worked.
Yeah.
I love them. And these lyrics I literally had for years.
Really?
Yeah, and I've just been waiting to record them professionally. Yeah.
And how long you been planning this?
I mean, I think one of my oldest songs is maybe 3 years old.
Really?
Yeah, on that EP. Yeah.
Which one was
Very
that?
Cool.
It might be 90. No, I'm sorry, AK-47.
Okay.
Yeah, AK-47 is pretty old. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
had some good imagery on that one.
Yeah, I already
Sounds.
knew what I was gonna say, how I wanted to deliver it, everything.
It was
yeah.
just all there.
It just came down. Yeah.
So who are your influences?
Well, I'm wearing one of my influences right now on my shirt. It's Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I think if I had to pick anybody's career, it'd probably be Dr. Dre.
So cool.
To repeat, because he's a billionaire
Yeah.
and he's a businessman.
Yeah.
He's also a very respected artist and producer.
Absolutely.
Um,
Good head on his shoulders.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. He knows exactly what he's doing and what moves to make. But some of my other influences is Tupac.
Yeah.
A lot of the West Coast rappers, Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg.
I hear a lot of Nate Dogg in your singing.
I love
Yes,
Nate Dogg.
absolutely.
I
That's
love Nate Dogg. I've always wanted to be like
R.I.P.
Nate Dogg.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Too bad. I mean,
Yeah.
it was something
Yeah.
else.
I just watched the G-Funk
Oh.
documentary the other day.
I didn't even
It
hear
was-
about that.
It was so good.
Is
It's
that-
on
Is it a
YouTube.
Warren G one? Or?
Yeah, Warren G,
Really?
Snoop Dogg. Yep,
Dude, I would love to see that.
it's on YouTube.
Is
It's
it-
awesome.
It's brand new.
Yeah, it's brand new. Just came out on Friday.
Wow.
They talk about Nate Dogg too?
Yeah, definitely. They go through the whole thing, their humble beginnings of 213, where they grew up in Long Beach and they all met each other in high school, all the way to their death row days and how they left
Death
out.
Row.
Yeah,
Death Row is crazy.
crazy. I would have loved to been on death row. know?
We should make a new one.
Yeah, no kidding.
Not as hectic though.
Without
obviously.
Suge, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know,
So I mean, back in those days, there was a lot of collabs, a lot of collaborations. So I mean, how do you feel about that? Are you always open to working with other artists, and have you been?
oh yeah,
branching out?
I've definitely reached out with a couple artists from Los Angeles. I would love to do collaborations. I think for my first EP though, for my first mixtape, I kind of want to just have it without any
Just
features,
you?
just me.
Of course.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
The cool thing is, I mean,
Yeah.
he can rap and sing, so it shows your versatility. And
Yeah,
really. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's not normal. So
No.
that's definitely very unique.
yeah. That's I
that's
think
you.
that's my whole point of
Yeah.
my mixtape. I want to show everybody that I have all these different styles, different varieties
Yeah.
of music. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, we
You should
had
work with
DJ.
guitar then.
Oh, yeah,
that'd be
this-
perfect.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm down.
So
Let's do it.
we had DJ News in about a few episodes back, and they'd probably make a pretty cool collaboration.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, between
Okay.
you two. Yeah, a lot of similarities there. He doesn't sing, but he's got a great personality, great talent.
Yeah.
So maybe that could be make that introduction.
Yeah, let's
Very
do
cool.
it, man. I'm open to all collaborations. Everything's about networking and
Yeah.
connecting with other people. Trying to bring each other up and just pushing everybody forward. I don't like to bring anybody down. I don't like to hate on anybody's style. I want to
Awesome.
I want us all to like
Yeah.
succeed and
And that's how
prosper.
it should be, right?
Yeah.
We shouldn't hate on each other.
Yeah,
'cause
exactly.
It's a really tough world anyway.
It is,
So
right.
we should
Yeah.
just bring each other up. You know, we all bring something to the world and something unique to the world, and we should
Mhm.
find that in each other,
Yeah.
right? And,
Yeah,
and
true.
encourage each other.
Yeah, it was a real joy having him in the studio. He was
Cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, usually it's a very high pressure situation because
Yeah.
you're like, this is my legacy. This is stuff everybody's gonna listen to. But he was, I mean, it was just so easy to work with the guy.
Calm about it.
But I will give him this: he is meticulous. I mean, he was emailing me like at random hours of the night, going, "Dude, can we just turn up this 1 second just by a little bit?" And I go back and be like, "Why?" And I go back like, you know what? He was right. They actually
He
needed
knows
that
what he wants.
Yeah.
That's so important. And whatever you do, I mean, that's great advice.
big
If you're
time.
gonna go in something, go into it like knowing how, like visualize. I think that's what you did. You probably visualized it, and you have a vision in your mind.
Yeah,
And It
yeah,
needs to
Yeah,
work.
definitely.
It needs to fit it
yeah.
Yep.
That makes my job much easier.
for sure.
Yeah,
Because the
he's-
product comes out much better.
yeah.
So
yeah.
let us. We want to know more about you.
Okay.
I mean, the audience also want to hear your music, but they want to understand. Where you come from. What have you done? What makes you tick? You
Right.
know.
Right.
Like, because your lyrics are like Emo said. I mean, they paint a great picture. So
Mhm.
I'm sure that comes from a very real place.
Oh yeah.
So if you can just tell us about yourself. And
Yeah, like
About me?
94,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, like you covered.
94.
Yeah.
You want to hear about the track 94? Okay, so 94 is basically my my childhood. It's a very traumatizing childhood.
yeah, those lyrics are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It at first you hear the beat and you're like, okay, this is gonna be like one of those, bangers. It's gonna be like one of those tracks that you can just like ride to, kind of like a Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah.
Mad City or something like that. But then you start listening to the lyrics and they're pretty raw. You start like feeling the pain
Oh yeah.
in
Yeah, for sure.
in a lot of the lyrics, and I basically just, when I originally wrote the song, I wanted to bring things that were happening during that time, like in '94. Like I bring up like how Biggie, Notorious B.I.G. had just dropped his album Ready to Die. So I say, kick in the door like this was '94. Biggie was ready to die. I was about to be born.
Mhm.
Wow.
And then I bring another like reference to Tupac. Around that time, that's when he got shot.
Mm.
And it's funny because when I wrote that song, I was 23, and in '94, Tupac was 23. So
Really?
yeah, so
Parallels.
huh?
Yeah, the parallels.
Oh yeah. I definitely saw a lot of parallels, and he's one of he's like my favorite artist ever. So
He was something else.
yeah, he's definitely one of my biggest influences, I think.
Very intelligent.
Hmm.
Very well read.
Yeah.
So what was
So-
it like writing it? Because it just sounds difficult writing so many lyrics like that, especially when it comes from such a real place.
Yeah, you know what? All of my lyrics, I don't really think about them. I just kind of let them all flow out. I have to really feel it. Like I feel like a lot of my music, it would just come from like a random thought. Like I could just be at the gym, or I can be like driving, and I just think about something, and I'm like, damn, like let me write that down.
Yeah.
It just comes, like I just feel the emotion, and it just comes out of me. Yeah.
It works,
So
yeah, you can
yeah,
feel it.
that track I talk about growing up with my mom and my dad, which he got locked up when I was 4 years old, and
Do you remember that?
I do, yeah.
No way.
I remember that, and I remember visiting him in jail.
How often would you go?
Man, not as often.
Yeah.
I didn't really go that much. I probably saw him maybe like a handful of times, maybe like 3-4 times.
I mean, they don't make it easier either, right? It's not like a pleasure getting in there. And
Yeah.
checking
Oh, yeah.
in
It's
and-
very different. Like I remember that, like it was such a weird vibe.
Yeah.
I never had been to anybody, like to visit anybody in jail, and
Mhm.
I just felt like I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
It felt like hell, like honestly.
Crazy,
Right.
kind of
Yeah,
scary, especially at that age, huh?
Very bad vibe in there. Yeah.
Mhm. I'm sure.
So what was he
Yeah.
like? Was he nice? Did he feel like a father?
My dad, no, definitely not. He was very, you know what? He was very, very good to me. I remember like little things, but I do remember him like abusing my mom, mentally, physically, and it was just, he made everything so traumatizing. Like, I felt like there was always an argument. I always felt like I was like fear. I always felt fear when I was around him, or like during my childhood.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
verbal abuse, I'm sure, was.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah. I mean, that's.
Any brothers, sisters?
I have a younger sister. Yeah,
Okay.
she was a baby. She was a baby when I was like, well, she's 5 years younger than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so you have to protect her.
yeah, so she doesn't really remember him at all.
Yeah.
You know, and
Is
yeah,
he still around?
no, he got deported. He lives in Mexico now.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen him in over 10 years.
My God.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wonder if he's ever going to hear the music.
Man,
Would
if
you ever
he-
send it to him?
I mean, if he does, that's cool. You know, like that means I'm doing something.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And how's your mom? I mean, you guys pretty close?
Oh yeah, I love my mom. I wouldn't say I'm like a mama's boy, but my mom is like my best friend.
Yeah.
You know, she really is, and we've been through a lot, and I feel like that's like my ride or die. Like, you know, I'm about to go to a concert with her. I'm go to the Drake concert. I'm gonna take
No
her.
way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so much fun.
We always go to concerts or do like things like that together. Yeah.
So if you ever get like nominated for an award, she'd probably be the person you'd take.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, that's my best friend. Like I said, I love my mom.
Has she heard the music?
She hasn't. You know,
What?
I made a song for her like a long ass time ago. Wait, can I curse on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So a long ass time ago, I made a song for her. It was like for Christmas. Yeah, it was for Christmas, and I just wrote a song about her, and I recorded it. My friend had a studio in South Central, and it was like a very primitive studio, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But we made the song, recorded it, sent it to her. She listened to it, and she started crying.
Oh,
Amazing.
wow.
Like, it
You
really hit her.
You hit the nerve.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's funny though, cause like I sent her that song, and then I was like, "Hey mom, do you still have that song on your phone?" And she was like, "No." I was like, "Are you serious?" Like,
I put a lot of effort into
yeah, I
that.
put a lot of effort in it. You cried. I thought it meant something, but
Right.
yeah,
So did you sing on that one too, or was it all rap?
it was. I think it was all rapping. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Maybe we can do that one live too, so she can hear it on
Yeah,
the podcast.
there you go.
I don't even remember that.
Really?
Honestly, that was so long ago. That was probably like when I was in high school, 2011.
So was that the first song you recorded?
No.
Oh, okay. So
No.
what was the first song you recorded?
First time I ever recorded something was in 9th grade, and I remember the exact beat we recorded
Ninth
to.
grade. That's really early.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for a while, man. Like, yeah, I've been doing this since I was 9. So,
Good for you.
9th grade, we recorded to, and we were using a Rock Band microphone, recording in the closet, hanging it upside down. You know, like, it was very
Legit.
basic. You know,
I love it.
but we wanted to do it, and we recorded to Mob Deep Shook One's beat.
Oh, nice.
That's the classic. You know, that's
Yeah.
what everybody freestyles to.
right.
And I can't remember my rap, but I know it sucked. For sure.
We
Man,
all
you have to
start,
start
out
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's an instrument or singing or rapping, I guess you just start doing it.
Yeah.
And you'll
Yep.
get better at it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely got better. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So in addition to recording, I mean, I'm sure you're also looking into getting on a mic on a stage in front of a crowd. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So have you performed also live?
Okay. So I performed at my middle school culmination. I performed our song, like our class song.
Oh yeah.
It was Common. I Got a Dream.
Okay.
Yeah. So that when we were graduating, or culminating 8th grade, got in front of everybody. My whole class performed that song.
What was it
Cool.
like?
Man, it was nerve-wracking, you know, but we were practicing a lot. I'm very bad, like, in front of people.
Uh-huh.
Like, I like, performing is one thing I need to work on for sure,
Yeah.
because even, like, you know, we practiced it so much. Like, we were practicing weeks and before the culmination. That day, I rapped it perfectly. You know, it came out perfectly. I think somebody recorded me, but when I saw the video, I was very still. Like, I just stood in one place.
Oh.
And then, you know, I remember in practice, like they would tell me like just move around a little bit, so I'd like take a step to the left and then keep
That was the
rapping,
moving.
you know?
And be
then,
still again.
Yeah, just still again. Yeah, exactly.
Well, the good thing is you watched it. A lot of
Right.
people, they're too scared to. So that's how you improve. Is
Man, it might be on YouTube somewhere, like, but I can't find it. I've tried to look for it.
Oh,
Can't
good.
find it,
well,
yeah.
if we find it, we'll put the link on the.
Oh man, that would be so crazy because I can't find it. I've been wanting to see that forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I performed in college one time. I went to UC Santa Barbara
Oh, cool.
Cool.
for a year, and I got kicked out
For what?
because my grades sucked.
You're having
Because
a
that's
lot
a
of
good
fun,
school
though.
to get into. You
Hell yeah.
have good grades in high school.
Oh yeah, I had
Yeah.
great. Yeah, my grades were
I mean, it's
excellent.
That's a good school.
Yeah,
Very good school.
yeah.
But first year of university, they should give you a chance. I mean, you know.
Well, they technically did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I kind of went last year as well. So I went right out of high school. Went there for a year, got kicked out. Came back home, worked full time, did the whole community college thing, and then every single year, like for 5 years, I tried to get back into UC Santa Barbara.
Really?
Finally went back last year, and
Congrats.
yeah, I mean, it was cool, but I don't know, like I just was not feeling it. I was like,
It
I gotta
wasn't for
come
you.
back home. I was like, I really wanted to come here,
You
now I
achieved-
really don't.
That's hilarious. You achieved it, and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't
yeah,
wanna
this
be
is. I'm like, man, this is too like.
It wasn't for you, huh?
It's not for me anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I was working full time. I wasn't giving school my full like 100%.
Yeah, if you're making money,
Yeah.
and, you know, because there's a lot of people they get in debt. They go to college, get in debt, and they can't even
Yeah.
find jobs.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
rent was like super expensive.
Oh, up in Santa Barbara.
Yeah, and I was a supervisor. I was making good money as a supervisor
Yeah.
at UPS, and
Yeah.
then I started driving Lyft and Uber as like side money or extra money, and I was barely making ends meet. And yeah, it was just like honestly, last year was messed up. It was pretty messed up. Like I got into it like with roommates, and it just wasn't a good year.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I mean, you have to be somewhere where you're happy.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. I just
money
didn't. It
secondary.
didn't feel like home. It didn't feel comfortable. You know.
Well,
So
I'm not surprised that you did well in high school because your lyrics, they are very well written.
thank you.
So
Yeah. And
So-
it's funny because I suck at English, so I'm like, that's
You
like
do?
my worst subject.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least you're applying all that to your craft, so that's
Mhm.
good. There is an open mic July 30th. I think I told you about that.
Yeah.
But it'd be great for you to,
Oh yeah.
come out and do
Is
a
that the one
performance
here
there.
in Santa Ana?
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's
I'm
called-
down to come through.
Cool. And then, do you have any certain, any certain types of venues that you would see yourself, say, in 5 years performing? Like, what's your major goal?
Venues and man, 5 years I want to be performing at Staples Center. I want to be selling out that whole arena.
There you go.
You know.
Good.
I mean, that's a pretty big goal, but I
Nice.
mean,
You should have them.
honestly, 5 years, like I would love to be doing that, but
Set
know,
man. Yeah, I mean, it's
it-
definitely attainable.
keeping like realistically, I don't know. I mean, I never like planned with this music thing to be like I just wanted to reach a few people, you know. I just wanted some people to feel what I'm feeling,
Yeah.
you know. I'm not really like trying to become like famous or anything like that with my
Mhm.
music. I just do this music because I love it, and
Right.
this is my hobby, and you know, this is how I write down my emotions and what I'm feeling. So if I could reach out just a few people, then that's perfect, and I think I've done that already,
Yeah.
and so I feel accomplished.
And
You
the
know.
internet gives you that opportunity. you know.
Yeah.
We live in very lucky days. So do you have social? Oh, before that, Two Face, the name.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Where does that come from?
Okay, so this is a pretty good one. Two-Face. So I am a Gemini. My birthday is May 24th. I'm a Gemini, and it's funny because they say Geminis are two-faced, right?
Yeah.
But you know, I feel like everybody's kind of two-faced,
Yeah.
you know. But they try to give you like this impression of being two-faced is like being fake.
Mhm.
But I think people that, you know, stick to a script are fake, because it's like, if you think about it, what does that make you? An actor,
Well, it does.
you know? you can't just be feeling one way all the time.
Right.
Like sometimes I really don't give a fuck what people say, you know, or what they think about me.
Yeah.
And there's other times that I feel like, you know, I want friends. Like I want people to accept me. So it's just like, you know, you can't just feel one way all the time, you know, like,
so true.
and I grew up like as an outsider, you know, like when I was a kid, I didn't really fit into anybody's group. So I just want people to know that, you know, you can whatever your heart feels, you know, like let your friends come naturally, you know, and if you don't have any friends, I'll be your fucking best friend because I don't have any friends.
Beautiful.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
People
that's
look
all
for
I
that.
want to, you know, that's all the message I want to deliver with my music.
There is a song. It's "Remember." So that one, kind of touched more on the personal relationship side.
Right.
So what was that like? Because I mean, I know, especially
Remember.
in your genre, you're supposed to kind of gravitate away from that, but you kind of went right for it.
Oh yeah. I'm not shy to make a track for the ladies, you know.
Yeah.
I think one of our most successful artists right now is Drake, and
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you ask anybody, they'll tell you Drake just makes songs for girls.
yeah.
You know, he makes it for women, and I think you have to reach that women audience. You know,
Very true.
so
Yeah, don't alienate them, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bring them in.
yeah. I mean, you shouldn't shame them either. You know, like
Right.
I feel like a lot of music back in the days was
Oh, yeah, like Dre music.
yeah, women shaming, but you know, you have those records, you know, like I have the song AK-47, and I say like, you know, bounce that ass bitch, you know. And then you have Remember, where it's like, you know, I'm talking about my first love. You know,
Yeah.
I'm trying to like, she's like in a bad relationship with her baby daddy, and I'm trying to convince her to be with me, you know.
Yeah,
and I'll even take over like, you know, the kid, and you know, I'll be a stepfather, whatever. You
It's
know,
wild,
like that.
yeah.
I get it. I get pretty emotional in that one. So, and then there you go. Like that's just like the two-faced thing.
Yeah.
You have
yeah.
both sides of it. You
That's
know, you
true.
can't
That's
just be
true.
one way.
No.
You have two sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
So-
even with your craft, I mean, you're a rapper and a singer.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
I mean, that's a great message,
Yeah.
right? Are you active on social media?
I don't like social media.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Well, dude, how are these chicks gonna find you? Especially the ones that have baby daddies that aren't paying attention to them. They're going to reach
Yeah,
out.
exactly. I always attract the baby mamas too.
Hey,
for
man,
some
they
reason.
need love too.
Yeah, I attract the milfs. I don't know why.
We got a
Yeah.
great aura about you, and
Absolutely.
And despite
Thank you.
everything that happened in your past, it's crazy how you can still wear a smile.
Oh yeah, you got to put on a smile, man. You gotta,
Yeah.
you know, you gotta keep your head up.
What's your
know?
favorite Tupac song?
Favorite Tupac song? That's a hard one. Man, I would have to say, man, you're gonna have to let me think about that one. Yeah,
Mine would have to be Smile. Scarface.
Smile?
Yeah.
I love that song, man.
So good.
Yeah, that's such a good song.
Great beat.
Keep
man.
your head up's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Mama song.
Yeah, Dear Mama, man. There's so many good ones. Like I honestly
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
So I didn't know, like, California Dreamer. What was the California? The song California. So it,
Oh right.
the
California
video-
Love.
California Love. The video was shot in L.A.
Yeah.
Right, because Kendrick Lamar saw them when he was a kid.
Uh-huh.
In the neighborhood, they were filming it.
Yeah,
Right?
I think it was in Compton. Yeah.
in Compton. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right in the neighborhood.
Mhm.
That's cool. And Kendrick saw
I
it.
remember watching that interview. Yeah,
Yeah,
he said that as a kid he saw Tupac and Dr. Dre filming that video.
and that's it. He just wanted to be
Amazing.
just like them.
Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah.
Well, video is a big part of anybody's career, no matter the genre. So
Oh yeah, I want to make a lot of music videos.
cool.
I think that's like the fun part of it.
It is.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, making music's fun, but I want to do music videos. I want to give visuals. I
Yeah.
believe a lot in visuals. Like I'm having an artist. Shout out to Chuck. He's working on my art right now. My artwork for my EP.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and I give him this picture, and he's like, "Wow, like you know, like it's very detailed. It's very raw, very dark, but it also gives you like a sense of hope." you know, and
Love it.
I want that to like kind of you know, basically tell you what the mixtape's about.
Yeah.
So like visuals is very important.
It is.
Yeah.
So would you direct a music video of yours where you'd come up with a concept and
Oh,
the whole
yeah.
script?
I think I'm very creative and I have a lot of good ideas. So I definitely want to do directing. I want to direct,
Yeah.
you know, my
You
own
should
music
then.
videos.
That'd be
Nice.
cool.
Yeah.
And these days, it's you don't need the crazy equipment.
No.
I mean, Emo did one on his iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. You
Oh.
just need to find a buddy who'll just carry the camera for you.
Yeah.
And then you just direct him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down to do that.
So which one out of the 5 would you pick to do a music video for first?
I think it probably have to be AK-47.
Yeah.
Why? Because you could put that on a party, you know, like I feel like it. Yeah, exactly. Like you could just be having a party and just throw that song on, and it's gonna be a music video already.
True. True.
Nice.
Yeah,
You know.
definitely makes you move.
So yeah, I like those fun. I like those fun records. I like those fun tracks, and that's a very fun track. It's very ratchet,
Yeah.
you know. And I feel like I could hear that at a house party, and you know,
I agree.
that's how I visualize the music video as well.
Are you gonna have like a release party for the EP or?
For the EP release party, no, not quite yet.
Okay.
No, I think this EP is basically just the introduction to my whole mixtape.
Mhm.
I have a mixtape which is like 13 songs.
Oh wow.
So I'm gonna come back to the studio and I'm gonna record the rest of those songs. But I wanted to
Mhm.
just put that 5-track EP out
Mm-hmm.
and have people like get a feeling of like what I'm gonna bring to them, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just so they could start liking
Nice.
my artist. Yeah.
Right, and
And-
start sharing.
Are we gonna put it on your iTunes and
Yeah, we should.
yeah?
I know it's on SoundCloud, so we've got the links for that.
Yeah, I technically haven't released it to the public yet. I
Oh.
put it on SoundCloud, so you know, just so a couple people could hear it. You know?
Cool.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just let a few people know, and then
Yeah.
I did like put a video on on Instagram saying, you know, that I put it out. You know, just like for the people that really wanted to listen to
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
they can already listen to it. But I haven't started promoting it.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Well,
I'm
yeah.
waiting. I'm waiting for the artwork. I want the artwork to be complete.
Oh,
You know,
there you go. Okay.
and then put it together and release it.
There's nothing like finding an artist that you can tell your vision to, and then they can give you
Mhm.
what you want. There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you're working with Chuck.
Oh yeah. I'm excited
Cool guy.
to see what he's gonna bring out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very talented.
Man, I can't wait. I'm very excited for
Do you
that.
have a YouTube channel?
I do, but I don't really have anything on it.
Oh,
Yeah, I just have it so you know, when I start releasing stuff,
cool.
I can just put it on there.
Yeah. Good.
Do you want to give us your social media accounts
Yeah.
so people can find you?
So all my social media is basically Trouble SUM94. So it's Troublesome94.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of them.
That's all of them. That's Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat,
YouTube.
SoundCloud /Troublesome94.
Okay.
YouTube, I'm not sure about YouTube, but I will make sure that it's Troublesome94. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I can make it.
You
Yeah.
could, yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So all my social media, I try to make it that way so it's easier for people to
Of
find
course,
me.
yeah,
You know.
Exactly.
And yeah, Troublesome 96. That's a Tupac song. So I kind of got that idea, that concept from Tupac.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are there? What was that movie that Dre? It's about. Oh, is it called Compton? It's called Compton, right? The movie. that came out?
Compton. Is it the NWA one?
Yes.
Yeah, Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton. Oh, it's such
Yeah.
a great movie.
Oh, I love that movie. Yeah.
So I've watched it so many times.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good.
It just brings me back
That's
to
a
those
good-
days. Those days were fun.
Yeah, they were.
I was just graduating high school. Though. I was a junior, senior when those days were.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It's funny because my dad always tells me, he always says, "That's my era. That's not your era. You listen to Drake. You listen to J.
That's
Cole."
hilarious.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
I'm like, man, I love that era. That's me. Like, you know, like 90s music. I love 90s
Yeah.
hip hop. And he was like, "You just research stuff." I was like, "Yeah, I do," because
Nothing's wrong with that.
yeah, exactly. You know, like you just research it because it interests you, and all those guys are big influences in my music. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you
I
feel
mean,
like
Drake,
it's-
and that's great stuff. But again, I understand the appeal of the '90s music.
Yeah, I want to know the roots, you know? Like, I
Yeah.
want to learn about the roots.
Yeah,
So,
and it's crazy to see these guys come, like, where they come from, and we just watch them grow. You know, and they really haven't changed. Like someone like Dre, he hasn't really changed that
Yeah.
much. you
Yeah,
know?
no,
He's
I
been,
really.
been through so much success. And
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He
He's
still
always
has his
been
formula.
He's always been smart businessman.
yeah,
Another thing, he's a perfectionist, and that's how I try to be. I
Yeah.
think I told that to Emo the first day I got here. I was like, I'm a perfectionist, so I want it to sound exactly how I want it to sound.
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Yeah.
good he told you up front.
Yeah.
Yeah, he set the expectations very
Very
clearly.
Contact.
yeah.
Yeah, I was texting him like at maybe 2 in the morning, like,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? I was listening to this song, and this
Yeah.
is what I wanted changed.
So,
you
do
know?
you have a favorite on the EP? Is that the AK-47?
No, my favorite is All on Me,
All on Me.
and that's actually a Dr. Dre track.
Really?
It's an instrumental, Dr. Dre instrumental.
Oh,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do today?
We should probably toy with a couple of them and see which one works. But if
Okay.
we can do All on Me, that'd be awesome because he. So the first time we did it, he laid down the vocals.
Yeah.
And then next day goes, Emo, I think we should use the vocals for the original for Dr. Dre's version. And I'm like, okay, but you sound great. Let's just give it another shot. So we came back in and we retracked the vocals. And so what's on All on Me right now is his vocals.
That's very true. Yeah.
Nice.
I wanted to use the original hook that Dr. Dre had, and yeah, Emo, like, he was like, no, you sing it, and I was like, all right, well, let's see how it sounds. And man, it sounds awesome.
It
I
does.
love it.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should sing on one of his songs.
I'd love
Do a
that. We're all
collaboration.
sing the
Yeah.
hook.
Emo once did a collaboration. It was a big song back in the day.
Yeah, Arab MCs.
Yeah.
No, I know the guy in China. What's his name?
Oh, Lady with Core Element.
Yes, that was a
Yeah.
complete radio song.
Yeah, that was fun.
Core Element. That's what that was his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a
That's
collab.
cool. Yeah, I'm down to do a collab. Yeah.
Maybe I should grab the guitar and kind of get set up for that dual performance.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. You can do an acoustic.
Yeah. Cool.
Whenever you're ready.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And it all falls back on me. Sometimes, somehow, and it all falls back on me. No matter where we are, no matter what we doing, it's on me. If it was up to you, that's just the way it's always gonna be. Shit's done changed, I don't get rest. Stone smoke weed to relieve my stress. What the fuck happened, chief? Why you ain't rapping, chief? All that beef, no one dapping peace. Remember the simple shit, kicking in, drinking 40, smoking blunts, I miss that shit. Homies can't even pick up a phone. Shoot out a text, I feel so alone. Are you still down? I know shit, getting real now. Struggling to pay the bills, pal. I feel that, I got you, don't forget that. Mobb Deep hit the kickback, nobody could fuck with the crew. Couldn't go in the store without stealing the brew. Hop in the fence, running from the stress, cause shit be getting tense. Speed up your heart rate, take you to my dark place, cause we do this shit our way, the hard way. We grew up on these hard streets, we sharing blood like heartbeats, and all falls back on me. Sometimes, somehow, and it all falls back on me. No matter where we are, no matter what we doing, it's on me. If it was up to you, that's just the way it's always gonna be. That's the way it is, that's just how it go. Friends not permanent, they just come and go, just like money do. It's all bundled up, couldn't calculate it, but I just summed it up. It said run it up, cause you owe me that. You never lent a hand unless it was to hold me back. If it was my birthday, we had to celebrate you. If I had a cake, it probably had your name too. So best wishes, it's just business. Best if we keep distance. The best friendships make ends in this. No love lost, no love found. Been profound since playground, went to play foul. Nothing I can say now, but I did learn. Can't cross me now. The bridge burned. If you stayed on your dock, wouldn't be in the river. If you still want this fade, you could catch clip burst. And it all falls back on me. Sometimes, somehow, and it all falls back on me. No matter where we are, no matter what we doing, it's on me. If it was up to you, that's just the way it's always gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo.
Thank you.
That was cool.
That was killer.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Nice,
I
guys.
love the acoustic.
That was, dude. We got to do that for open mic.
Oh yeah,
That'll be fun.
for sure, for
Let's-
sure.
That was fun.
Let's see if maybe we can do some sort of version of AK-47.
Oh man, that's gonna be crazy.
I'm sure you can figure something out.
Yeah. Let's see.
Or remember would be awesome on the acoustic. I think.
Oh my God, it'd be perfect.
Yeah.
All right, we'll try and do 3. I'd be very curious to see what we could do with this. Cool. I think I got it.
All right. I also wrote this song like about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep. It's about my my best friend. Some girl that I knew from when I was like 4 years old. Yeah, wrote it about her. She was like my best friend. Always had a crush on her. She never gave me the time of day. And then like one time she came back in my life after like years, and she was already like married and had a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but she was like going through things, and I was like, like I really liked you like back in the day, I don't think I've ever told you that. But I thought she always knew.
Oh, really?
And she was like, I never knew that. If you would have told me, I probably would have given you a chance.
man.
And I was like, what? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Yeah,
That sucks to know.
yeah.
So did she hear this song yet?
Oh yeah, I showed it to her.
Yeah?
Yeah. She knows that I wrote it for her, and yeah, she liked it.
Yeah.
She really liked it. She felt like very emotional about it, and I was like, yeah. But it's like that's like a
I mean, it's remembering.
thing of the past,
Yeah.
Remember, it's just like, yeah, it's just the first crush, like first love type thing. But yeah.
Was that during high school or?
Well, I knew her since elementary school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then I knew her all the way to like middle school. She moved away. Then I really didn't see her like after that. Like we always kept in touch, but
Yeah.
yeah. And then I haven't seen her in like since like middle school, I think.
I mean, social media is good though for that stuff.
Yeah, like I follow her on social media. Like she's
I mean,
my friend.
I'm a digital marketer, but I never wanted a Facebook account. So, but only recently I was forced into getting one because I
Yeah.
needed to manage people's Facebook.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I feel like I'm forced to have social media, and I really don't want it, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. I'm trying to promote my music, and that's like the best way, and it's
It
not
is.
the only way, but that's
No.
the best way.
It is. Yeah.
So
I mean, you could be doing shows, but it's kind of similar to that. It's
Yeah.
putting yourself out there.
yeah,
And if you do it the right way and you have the right
yeah.
keywords and stuff, people will find you. Because people are always searching out new things.
Yep.
We love it.
And I'm actually going to school for business, so I want to learn
Good.
that whole marketing, like
Awesome.
everything about that.
Yeah, for digital marketing, I recently went back.
yeah?
I did digital marketing. I mean, they don't have it as a major, but you can have it as a minor. So I did
Okay.
business and did digital marketing.
That's cool.
Yeah. And even though it's so changing, the good thing about school is it gives you the fundamentals. The fundamentals don't change.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
applying those fundamentals that change. So, but that's what school will give you, and that will give you the edge over someone else. It's not like you can't use it, And I mean, sorry, it's not like you can't find it anywhere, but I think it gives you practice too. It's like, all right, here it is. Now go out and practice it.
Yeah.
and apply it.
Yeah, I feel you.
And then if anything comes out, anything new, you can learn it really quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think it's very important.
Were you? How old are you?
I'm 24.
24. Oh, so the internet's always been around, right?
Yeah, technically. I
Yeah.
mean, throughout my I think I had MySpace like when I was in middle school.
Oh, wow.
That's the first type of like social media I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny because I had MySpace and I had Instagram and Facebook like when it first came out, and I had so many friends, but I just went like through this phase where I was just like, man, forget everybody, and I just deleted all my social media, lost touch with everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I went through that too.
Yeah.
I mean, the good news, what I do like about Facebook is it lets you see what everyone's doing, because everyone's spread out. I mean, for me, all my friends are spread out everywhere.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it helps to see just what they're up to. It might be
exactly.
superficial. I mean, no one's gonna put I'm depressed today. No one does that. Everyone's
Yeah.
always happy. It's always the best.
Yeah.
Look where I'm at.
Everybody puts like their highlights of their lives.
Yeah.
Me, I always put my real life on social media.
Yeah.
So if I was feeling depressed, I would put it.
Really?
Yeah.
So that I don't see very often.
Yeah.
And I want to, because it makes it real.
It's very real.
Yeah.
My social media, it was like that. And, it's funny, but people would like shame me for it. They'd be like, why are you always putting like depressing shit on social media? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, let me be depressed. Let me be sad. I'm fucking sad.
Exactly.
But
That's important.
yeah, and then, eventually it got to my head and I was like, man, fuck everybody. I'm going to delete social media. Deleted it. Lost touch with everybody. So I don't really have like a lot of contact with people like from high school, but I'm sure when they like hear my music, they're gonna be like, oh, I remember him,
Yeah.
and I think they're gonna like it. So we'll see how it goes. I only have like 200 followers on Instagram, so if anybody wants to follow me, anybody listening to this podcast, like I said, on my social media is Trouble SUM94.
When did you open up the Instagram?
When did I recreate the Instagram?
Yeah.
I recreated it maybe like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago.
200 followers is good.
Yeah, 2 years ago maybe.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, not too far.
You want it louder?
I think that's fine. Sounds good.
This girl so real, she always straight up. She held me down, even when I gave up. So when I reminisce, oh, I wish we can go back to the way we were back then. Cause this girl's so chill, I just don't know why. So down to earth, but still so fly. So when I look into her eyes, I know that everything will be alright. Cause she my best friend and I love her straight up.
Pretending I can do things that
I do. Met this girl when I was 4 years old, and what I love the most is a heart of gold. So much heart that she turned my soul from cold to warm. Every time we speak it feel like home. I know we haven't spoke in a while lately. I know you're busy with your man and your baby. Our flame became dim, but it remains lit. We should say one day we get married, have kids. Damn, those were childish thoughts, but we had each other's back. Though sometimes we fought, both never had our pops. Don't know who had it worse, but when you was down, I knew the perfect words to turn it all around. And vice versa, straight up it sound like he don't deserve ya. Putting himself first before his fam, he wanna act like the man. I got bigger plans involving your baby, me and you together. You said when I need you for whatever, you be here, I remember. If I'm still your best friend, then why don't you hit up my line? Cause your boyfriend, he don't give you none of his time. How could he be so dumb? Baby girl, you are the one in 7 billion. Got me all in my feelings. Her style so dope, never got it wrong. I like sweatpants, head tied, chiller with no makeup on. But by all means, if a sexy tight dress give you confidence, I'm alright with that. Baby, put on that Mac, she bring it sweet back. Attitude is overrated, bring it petite back. Boo, you my favorite frills, underappreciated. Holding the baby, doing homework. Got 2 jobs in school and his bum ass don't work. Don't be upset, retire him if you're stressed. Then you can put your tired head on my chest. A real man in the house. Now you can rest, you deserve nothing less than the best. Remember, yeah. Remember.
So good, man.
Thank
Awesome,
you.
dude.
So
Thank you.
good.
That's like years and years of practice.
Two faces, everybody.
That's right.
So what's next, man? What do you have planned? So you got this EP ready, right? You're gonna blast it
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
Get it going.
Waiting on the artwork, you know, waiting on the artwork. You know, I feel like I know exactly what I want to do as far as like promoting, you know, like I wouldn't say like I have everything like written out, but it's like all coming together. Like, you know, it's almost planned out already.
Good.
I can visualize it. I'm gonna, you know, I have this EP recorded. I always wanted to record everything professionally. I wanted to get it all done professionally, because I feel like you shouldn't half-ass anything. So
100%.
I'm trying to get the artwork done. I'm gonna put out this EP, promote it to everybody. While doing that, working on the remaining tracks of my mixtape. So there's the EP that's 5 tracks, and then it's gonna be the complete mixtape, which is like 13 tracks.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's called A Week Ago.
A week ago. Why?
Yeah. So the name, I literally came up with the name a week ago. So the week ago is basically, so there's a Jay-Z song. It's called A Week Ago,
Uh-huh,
right?
yeah.
And there's a line that goes, "It was all good just a week ago."
Mm-hmm.
But J. Cole, he flipped it in one of his songs, and he goes,
That's right.
"It was all bad just a week ago."
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of feel like that's like a representation of my life, you know. It's like, you know, how quickly things can change,
For
like
sure.
in a week, you know, or like in a year, things can change. So also it kind of like refers back to like the 7-day theory of, you know, like the resurrection of Jesus. This,
And creation.
yeah, this mixtape is like a resurrection of me, you know. Like I was a certain person before, and I felt like I was in a bad place, and now I'm like this completely changed new person,
Good for
you know. And yeah,
Yeah, we can sense a lot of good in you, man. That's why
Yeah.
we.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why we.
because I was
I
a
lost
very
track.
bad person. I was a very bad person, like back then, you know. Like I had a lot of pain. I was very depressed. I was suicidal.
No way.
Yeah, I was very like very dark.
So what changed everything?
First it started with me getting kicked out of college.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really didn't give a fuck. I was like smoking weed and drinking every day, selling weed. Never went to class. If I went to class, it was high.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came home because I got kicked out. Had a reality check with my parents. I was like, yeah, like this is what happened out there. You know, I was doing this and this. And, you know, I saw my mom cry, and she said something that like just hurt me forever. She was like, "You broke my heart," and that
Wow.
like really like, you know, took me like down. Like
Yeah.
that was like my lowest point.
Wow.
You know, like that was the worst feeling I could ever have. So I wanted to make a change. You know, I told my parents, I was like, I need to see like a therapist or psychiatrist, and I did. You know, I went to a doctor. They gave me pills. So I basically went to them, and they were like, okay, so tell me what's wrong and how you're feeling and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm going through. And they were like, okay, well, here's some pills.
Oh my God.
And
Just
I'm
like that.
I was like, oh, really? Like, I thought you guys were gonna like, you know,
Yeah.
Counsel.
you know,
Yeah.
talk to me and
Try to get me through it.
yeah, try to like figure out what's going on with me. No, they
Yeah.
gave me some pills. I took those pills, and it made me feel even worse, you know.
Oh man.
And I was listening to like a Kid Cudi song around that time. It's called Just What I Am.
Mm.
And there's a line in that song that goes like, fuck these pills, I don't need these pills, this doctor doesn't know what I'm going through, basically.
Mhm.
That's what he says in the song. And I related to it, and I was like, damn, like that's so true. You know what, like fuck these pills, and I flushed them.
Good for
Good.
you.
You know, like
Good.
I think, yeah, like they were just making me feel worse. So
Yeah.
I flushed them, and then I just started like focusing on things that would make me happy. I was 200 pounds at that time.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
Yeah, I lost 50 pounds. I started going to the gym. I started like looking for a job and just trying to change like little things that would make me happy, you know?
It takes a lot of strength, man.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
It does. To
So,
get yourself out of that, and you did it yourself, one step at a time.
yeah, man.
Very
Yeah.
inspiring.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's like that's what I went through, and I put it all in my music. I'm not afraid to show it. I'm not ashamed.
Cool.
I'm glad,
You know,
because there are a lot of people that need to hear this sort of thing
Exactly.
to help them get through their
Yeah.
Oh
issues.
yeah, like there's a lot of people that are depressed out there and feel suicidal, and I feel like everybody's life is worth something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, just take it from me, somebody who went through that. Your life is worth something, and you can make something out of yourself. You know?
Right, and you can find the strength right inside you, and
Yeah.
I think you're your best person to get your help.
Yeah. Just
True.
look for positive vibes. They're out there. You know, look for positive people. Put them around you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do what makes you happy. Music
Yeah.
makes me happy, and that's why I do it.
Absolutely, the power of music, the power of creativity too. I mean, you can be
Yeah.
creative doing anything. Right?
Anything. Yeah. Anything.
I mean, even just coloring something. You know, and there's a lot of people that sit there and just color these for adults. Right?
Yeah.
And they do it. And, you know,
Right.
it gets that. I think it gets you. What does it do? It makes you do things automatically, so you can really think deeply about things. You know, without being scared of it. 'Cause
Oh,
you're
cool.
Doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Do
very
whatever.
inspiring.
Do whatever makes you happy, man.
Yeah.
You know. Don't listen to anybody. Don't let anybody put you down. If you have dreams, go for them.
And no one understands you better than yourself,
Yeah.
right?
That's very true.
I mean, going to a therapist, you might think they're going to
that's very true.
understand you, but it's
Well,
going on
especially if all they
inside.
do is they push pills on you. That's crazy. That they
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
actually have a conversation with you and
Yeah.
trying to let you figure it out by talking to them.
Mm-hmm. And I got very addicted to those pills. Like I would just like take those pills to just numb the pain.
Yeah, I was numbing.
I felt like a zombie. Honestly, I felt like I was like worthless. I felt, you know, like just numb.
Yeah.
That's the best word to describe it. Just numb.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a way to live.
No.
No.
Got to feel.
Yeah.
Well, man, thank you for coming down.
Thank
It
you
was a
for
great
having
show.
me.
You're a great talent. You're an inspiration to for
Thank
a lot of people.
This is my first interview, and I think it went pretty well.
It did.
Oh, yeah.
It did very well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening to Granite Radio. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, YouTube, and don't forget to follow Two Face also on social media.
That's right.
All right. And,
Troublesome
94.
94.
Yeah.
SUM.
SUM. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Thanks.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, man.